I was recently reading a poem by Richard Blanco called Looking for the Gulf Motel, where he is meandering through a memory of his family on vacation 2 hours away from where they live in Florida. And in this poem, there's a chorus line that says, "There should be nothing here I don't remember." This attempt of reconnecting with a past life, and in that past life, a stanza or a room where the memory is held. This had me reflecting on you. It wasn't so much a single memory, but rather a collage of Cynthianisms that stretch out as far and wide as your wild smile. The way you stand in tree pose by the kitchen counter while on the phone and cooking. The way you can be found in any grocery store by the howling laughter you let out with a stranger. As many moments as there are Buckeye trees, of you pulling off to the side of the road just to stare down a sunset or a deer crossing over a valley. The farmer's sunflower field off Goshen Road that we would sneak into and cut blooms down for our picnic breakfasts the next morning. Coming out of the guest room around 2 a.m. and seeing you under a dim light, preparing your father's medications for the week. The night you wanted me to listen to a CD with you because there was one particular song that reminded you of us. My teenage eyes rolling around and saying maybe later, but we never did. Holding hands after reading Wendell Berry's The Peace of Wild Things at your husband, my pa's funeral. The line that goes, "I rest in the grace of the world and am free." Your black curly hair blown out, a floral dress purchased with Kohl's cash, watching me across the pool and jumping in the moment you saw my small legs, anticipating the deep end's mysterious news. Your hands around my waist before there was enough of me inside of it. 85 feet away, 9 seconds was all it seemed to have taken for you to find me. Sleeping next to you and Daisy when I would visit on the weekends. The chattery dreams you shared with me and all of that late night TV belonging. The day you asked for my forgiveness and I assured you there was nothing there to forgive, but I accepted. The way you say, "Darling," and "I'm doing all right, honey." Tell me about the B12 vitamins. Are they helping?
I also just felt like I needed to share this with somebody. So my mom has this, this is her vehicle. And I was driving her home back to my grandpa's house. And she's like, Sarah, can you stop at the car wash? And I was like, Mom, it's like almost 11. Why do you want to go to the car wash? And she's like, because there's sap on the car, honey, and like, you're gonna go see your friend tomorrow. It's gonna be like a whole thing. That was my mom. I didn't want her to know I was making fun of her. Okay, so, yeah, so she's like, we gotta go to the car wash. I was like, okay, cool. So we like pull up in the car wash. She's like, okay, get the one that's $12. And I was like, oh, you want to spend $12 on a fucking car wash? Just let me go in and do the thing. And she's like, no, I like this one because the dryer, it comes to you. It comes to you instead of you having to slowly go through the dryer. And I was like, well, fuck, you're right, we gotta go. And so like we go through the thing and it smells like Jolly Ranchers as it's like coming across like the vehicle, you know, and all these little bubbles are like all over the place. And she's like, isn't it just so fun? You're right, that was fun. And I'm like watching it and she's just like got her little head like on the dashboard, like looking at the bubbles like coming up. And it's like the water like starts pooling everything like away. She's like, Sarah, it's just gonna look so nice for your little date with Casey tomorrow. You're right, it's gonna be great. And as the dryer starts coming, she's like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite part. So the dryer's just coming it's doing its thing, you know. And she's like, you know, this is such a luxury. I just love it. You're the cutest human being in the world. And then my grandfather has an identical vehicle, basically to her vehicle. And it was like a very tight squeeze, like for me to like pull in. And I was like, man, you got a little tight squeeze here, Mom. And she was like, let me get out of the car real fast and I'll move that one, you know, but I'll park mine. And I was like, Mom, I can park it. And so she like gets in and she like backs up, you know, like my grandpa's vehicle. And I like back up her vehicle and she like moves it to the side. And then I come around and I park. And right when I get out, she's like, Sarah, you just did such a good job. Oh, and oh, man. I don't want her to know I'm making fun of her, but I'm really just saying how much I love her. Anyway, I pull in and she's like, you did such a good job parking, Sarah. It's like, Mom, look how much space there is. Of course I did a good job parking. I was like, you know, it really sucks, like, not having you around all the time to just tell me I'm doing things really well that are so simple to do. And then I proceed to go into the kitchen and I open up the fridge. And I just need to show you this because it's so nice and maybe you'll hear my mom.
I think Bill tripped.
You think he tripped?
Yeah. I think so.
Hey, Mom.
Huh?
I just love you.
I just love you too.
You're just really cute.
Huh?
You're just really cute. I love how excited you get about car washing.
Mwah. Or you're just really cute too.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Aw. You just watched 5 minutes of me talk about my mom, but I just felt like I needed to tell somebody, and not that you consented to that, but you got it anyway. Thank you. Yeah.
Mothership. You are simply and anything but simply my favorite poem. There should be nothing here I don't remember, and yet it is the way of things, to trickle off into the spaces held for our old ghost stories. What remains is a life spent knowing connection, loss, reimagining, and love. It's taken some time, but these days it's challenging not to love what I see when I really look inside the stanzas of myself. I am the daughter of Sam and Cindy Hufstetler, 2 of my favorite artists with all of the best lines of poetry in their walking and their unmovable ways. It is the song I like to imagine you wanted to play me on that school night at the kitchen counter, your poolside legs in tree pose, smiling over at me.